Welcome to the Brant and Sherry Oddcast, sponsored by America's Christian Credit Union. To order Brant's latest book, Life is Hard, God is Good, Let's Dance, or to find out more about the show, go to BrantHansen.com.
Well, I guess I didn't communicate well on the halftime show, the Bad Bunny thing. I talked about it, and I did not mean that I thought it was a good show.
Yeah.
So I tried to point out how even in the midst of a bunch of garbage, they still have to touch base with kingdom themes, even though they don't know what they're doing.
Right.
Just that's the way we are. But I'm not saying, wow, that's a good show. And I don't like the whole line of thinking, and I've seen this for years with people. It's like something that's really actually objectionably horrible,
Right.
just terrible.
Yeah.
And we try to find something that redeems the whole thing.
Right.
Like, yeah, there was, a bunch of horrible stuff going on, but somebody had a Bible.
Yeah, and they're like, okay, so that makes it
That makes
okay.
it all cool.
Sure.
See, we can all relate. We can all watch it. Who cares?
Yeah.
Like, no. But I don't like. I mean, I just kind of took that as a given. So I don't think I communicated clearly enough that I didn't think.
Well,
you know me, so you know
I do, and I wanted to apologize because I went to bed that night and woke up that morning thinking I shouldn't have put that on the podcast. And the reason why it wasn't, I knew what that was going to be. I knew that. But then we also had a cultural thing where you were talking to me about things that were in the media. And I knew that, and this is not to disparage anyone, I'm just telling you what we do in our jobs with all the filters. I know with our podcast and everything we do, we invite everyone kind of up and out of it, right?
Yeah.
And we purposely, if you hear us stammering sometimes, it's not because we don't know what we want to say. You purposely try to use kingdom language that doesn't trip anything.
Yeah,
and you realize
it still makes a point.
It still makes a point, and you realize that people every day are living in this cultural stew.
Yeah.
You have these words, these buzzwords that trip your thing, whatever side you're on, and we do our best to elevate, hopefully, to kingdom principles that don't trip those wires.
Yeah.
I thought both of those things on the podcast, one would have been okay. Both, I was like, I don't know if...
just bug people.
I apologize because I should have
your fault.
went...
No.
It is. That's my job to edit it and put it out, and I did not...
My job to speak clearly, and if I didn't, I'm sorry. I'm not going to say if I didn't. Like, there's some people that didn't get it, and that means I didn't speak clearly to everybody. So my apologies on that. I guess there's some familiarity, I presume, with people where they know where I'm coming from, where it's like, that stuff, it's just, I think it's awful.
Yeah.
But I don't want to have to say that every time. I don't want to be like, let me tell you once again that I think that's terrible. You already, so if you don't have that familiarity with me, I think his lyrics are just absolute artistic trash, not to mention moral trash. It's unbelievably bad. If you've seen it in the English translation.
And you did say that.
I said it was raunch.
You said it was raunch, and that you had friends that even were like, "That's trash." But I thought we had made. This is how I reasoned with it in my head. We had made such a kingdom turn in it that I thought, okay, it ends with he's so much better. That's what I remembered from that.
Yeah, right.
Is that he has so much more.
Right.
That was the thing that stuck with me, was like, I do want people to hear that, but I also know it is tough. It is. It's so tough. It's so tough.
And people are used to seeing, like we talked about, they're used to seeing the Christian spin where it's like that horrible thing.
Right.
Like, look at this terrible TV series. It's just full of nothing but evil.
Yeah.
But somebody forgave somebody in it, so it's all good.
Right.
Like, I don't buy that.
No.
I don't. But I am pointing out these kingdom themes that we can't help but not know. Right. Even in the midst of that. So one other thing I wanted to tell you, which I think is so interesting, they did a song which is by a guy named, oh, good grief. Now I want to call him the Bunny King. He's not. Daddy Yankee.
Okay, yeah.
So Daddy Yankee is one of the guys that did Despacito, which is like a big hit.
Okay. I don't know.
Despacito. I don't know what. I've heard those lyrics are bad.
Okay.
But he became a believer. Oh. And he's put out some albums since he became a believer recently. Mm-hmm. Well, he was invited to be in the halftime show because he's one of the best-selling Latin artists of all time.
Wow.
Daddy Yankee.
I didn't know
he's got
that either.
Billions of listens on So Bad Bunny had invited him, and he graciously said, I respect him. I respect Benito, this guy's name.
Yeah.
And I'm proud of him that he's from Puerto Rico, but I have a different mission now.
Oh, wow.
And his music is worth checking out.
Okay.
Even if you don't speak Spanish, you can see the English translations of it. But there's one that's called Everyone's Invited, and it's Into the Kingdom.
Okay.
Like the lyrics in the chorus are literally like, everyone's invited to this kingdom. This king wants you. Everyone's invited. And the music is great.
Wow.
Like if you like a little salsa or
I had no idea. I heard the name, but I had no
Daddy
idea.
Yankee's huge. And but I think you can look up on YouTube where he did a concert, announced, I'm done with this, in front of the entire crowd. Like, my life is different, so this is the last show.
Wow.
Like this. And but yeah, that's a really good album if you're interested at all, if you like Latin music at all, if you like it, because that is so good. And he was invited. It's just like, I got a different mission now. And I thought that was so cool. What are some luxuries that once you try them, it's really hard to go back?
Oh, okay.
Saw somebody said a dishwasher. That's so true.
Really?
So true. It's really hard. I've done that. You have it and then it's gone. Next house you're in. Oh, we tasted it.
Who's going to wash these dishes?
An electric toothbrush, somebody said. Kind of how I feel about it.
Yeah.
I did see somebody say that if you have an electric toothbrush and the battery goes out, they're like, don't panic.
Right.
Remember your training.
Up,
You can
down,
still,
that's right.
you can still use it like a normal toothbrush. Just remember your training. So one of our sponsors, I think you're really going to like him, America's Christian Credit Union. And I appreciate them because they sponsor the podcast, but also we bank with them and love it. Yeah. They offer some really great rates on stuff. It's just all the usual banking stuff you can take advantage of. And they use the money for good things. It's a not-for-profit thing, so it's not just some mega corporation that's off doing who knows what with your money. You're like, I don't want to do that. So thank you. And if you go to this link when you sign up, they even have an interest-bearing checking account right now you might be interested in. You got like 4% on a checking account. But you just go to americaschristiancu.com/Brant, and it helps our podcast too if you do that link, americaschristiancu.com/Brant. United Faith Mortgage supports what we are doing here, and we are so thankful. They are a family business that's a direct lender. They can help with mortgages and refinances, including cash out refinances. And for every closed loan, United Faith Mortgage makes a donation to help heal kids in the name of Jesus through Cure International Children's Hospitals. United Faith Mortgage. If you want to find out more, including their story about being direct lenders, check out UnitedFaithMortgage.com.
United Mortgage Corp. NMLS number 1330. Equal housing lender.
I don't know if we already talked about this on the podcast. Our local sports ball team changed their name.
No.
It's the coolest thing.
What is it?
Frozen iguanas. The Palm Beach Frozen Iguanas.
Palm Beach.
So it's a single A.
Baseball?
Yeah, it's baseball.
Okay.
It's the Cardinals, but they're changing their name this summer. And here's the kit.
Okay.
The jersey.
Oh,
Isn't that awesome?
That's interesting. Yes, like a
Thanks.
nice,
Yeah, you're right.
Is this true?
This is true. No, honestly, that's literally the jersey.
Is
It's
it just
sold out. I
because-
want one.
Is it just because it was cold? It's been
No, they
cold?
had it in the work. It happens every winter when it
Yeah.
gets really cold.
Yeah.
There's iguanas that fall from the sky.
Right.
And it's been a longer than usual cold
It
snap.
has. They've really kind of scooped them up.
Yeah, they put piles
yeah,
up. And the neat thing is, in case you're like, that's really morose, it's not. Like, this isn't them dying.
Right.
It's them just kind of like checking out for a while.
It's a nap.
But
it's a long nap.
But the logo, you can't see it maybe on the sleeve.
No.
But the logo is a little upside down iguana falling from a...
That actually is.
Yeah,
awesome.
it's kind of awesome. I want all this stuff. Boy, this is tough for so many people because of the way they were raised, but they think that what we're talking about ultimately is a guilt trip, that Christianity is a guilt trip, like following Jesus is it's not. It's not. People have made it into that. It's honestly the opposite. It's a way out of shame that everyone is battling at a deep level. Everybody. And people are acting out of that shame, by the way, however they cover it or dress it up. This is a way of acknowledging our brokenness and then being humble and childlike with a Father who actually loves us daily. Yes, we're sinners, true, but yes, we have to grow up, and yes, we have to put destructive stuff behind us. There's no question, but sinner is not the last word. That is not the last word. Beloved is the last word. My question is, how do we get on at Walmart? They have I was in there yesterday.
Uh-huh.
They have their own DJ.
What?
Service, like in the PA. It's like, hey, you're listening to Walmart radio.
Yes.
Here's a shout out to.
Yes, I have heard that. Oh, you want to know how they can put us on there?
I'd like to be on.
Well, I don't know if I understand why, but people aren't really paying attention. They're like working.
I was dialed in.
Oh,
Everything
yeah?
she said, yeah. She was like, no matter what problems you're having in life, you've got this. I was just.
Oh, really?
Like, I'm just trying to find the right aisle for the.
That's what I'm saying.
Dandruff shampoo is strangely encouraging. Something I've been thinking about lately, and I don't have to tell you why. You can probably guess. I don't know. I was thinking about, how can I not be a hypocrite? Because here I am in public talking about Jesus stuff. I'm like, I don't want to be a hypocrite. So I've been thinking about that. I think one way is to just be in a setting all the time where I can apologize.
Yes.
Without making excuses, without shifting it.
Sorry you felt that way. Sorry you saw it that way.
Right.
Yeah.
For those, or like blaming the circumstance. Like, no, I could just go, you know what? That you're right. And I don't want that to happen again. I'm going to try to make sure that never happens again. Like, that's, on one hand, it's sort of hard at first, but if that's your default setting, it becomes that way. Like, then it's much more difficult to say you're a hypocrite, I think. Maybe you get some tough questions at your job, or at least bizarre questions. Flight attendants put down some of their favorites.
Oh dear, I hope I'm not on this list.
No, I don't think you would. Is it possible? Hey, is it possible we could fly lower so I could see what's more on the ground? That's one they get. Can you take my kids to the playroom?
Oh, okay.
They got that one. Can you turn the engines down? They're so noisy.
No, but come on.
No, seriously.
Oh.
I can understand somebody first time.
Okay.
I don't know.
Did you
Trying to help. I like this. Because this is like if you're somebody who's a Jesus follower who enjoys talking about the Lord.
Yes.
This is setting it up on a tee, but they actually get this question: Can the captain stop the turbulence? Like, no, he can't. But you know what?
I serve a God.
I'll tell you about a captain who can and has stopped the turbulence
in my life.
Oh, this is interesting. If you love music. Scientists in Japan invented new headphones that learn what type of music gives you goosebumps. They track brain waves.
Huh. And then what?
I don't know. I was just thinking there's another way for me to determine what music gives me goosebumps. Like there'll be little contractions of tiny muscles connected to my hair follicles, and it'll cause the hair to stand.
Right, you'll be like, hey, that gave me goosebumps.
And I'll know it because
I
have goosebumps.
Sure, yeah. So maybe you don't need the headphones.
I don't think I do. Just talking about how not to be a hypocrite. And I think a big part of this, Jesus told us a big part of it. If you don't want to be a hypocrite, let your yes be yes and your no be no. Which means you don't have to image manage all the time. If you're image managing, you're going to wind up being a hypocrite. Yeah. But that's kind of the way humans are. We think of our image first, but then that winds up with us lying or embellishing to make ourselves look better. And as we practice not doing that, we're in line with what we're saying. So I'm trying to get better at that. I don't want to be a hypocrite. And Jesus has given us a way not to do it. Yeah, it's true. I like ideas here, coming up with ideas, inventions, and things. Yes. This one I hadn't thought of, but somebody came up with it, and then only in retrospect, you're like, that's a bad idea.
Okay.
The musical Diaper. This came out in 1985. It was moisture-activated sensor to trigger a melody. It was marketed as a fun way to know when a baby needed a change.
Okay, what's the drawback there?
Okay. You know how sensory we are with our memories, right?
Yes.
So every time the rest of your life you would hear music, let's say you're the baby.
Yeah. Yes.
You would associate it with.
Yeah. Yes, I get it. Right.
Okay.
I understand.
That's all I'm trying to say.
The Brant and Sherry Oddcast, sponsored by America's Christian Credit Union. To find out more about the show, go to BrantHansen.com.